right, hello everyone. This is another part of making the basic website. And for code.org, this is instructional days in Unit 3, 8 to 10. Just really kind of starting out with basics here. I already have everything in, but what you will be doing today in a day's class is putting in different styles. What that entails is, if you don't realize, my website is different. It has a background color. It has the header up here is a different color and centered, and then even my font is actually assigned here, and my font size is assigned. What I have highlighted over on the right here, or the left, sorry, is the style box. So everything in here that I already have in here is to change the font size, the font, the background color, and the color of different kinds of text. You can do this pretty much with anything and change anything and center any heading, any paragraph, whatever. It's just all depends on what you want to do. Okay. So first, we're just going to start out with the basics. I'm going to kind of delete and kind of restart here and go over this kind of slowly. Okay. So I might copy and paste to make it a little bit faster today, but you'll get the idea. Okay, so this was my regular website, right? Since it's an HTML editor, we use our regular brackets and we open up with style. Okay, again, HTML editor puts our cursor right in between the two styles, the opening tag and the closing tag. Next, we'll just enter a couple of lines just to kind of make it clean. And we'll start out with the body. Okay, that's the entire web page. Okay, body, space, and then we use a different kind of bracket. If you don't notice, it's like an equation bracket. I don't know what the actual technical term is. I like to call it the equation bracket, so that's what we're going to go with today. And then we end up starting our background color. This is where you change your background color. So put in a space and type in background color. And then see, it automatically made a colon and a semicolon for me. After that, I need to find my background colors. Nifty little tool on a website, which is www.w3schools.com/CSS/. Okay, I'm going to have a link in the Google Doc that we're going to be working on in today's course, just to make it easy for you guys. But for those of you that don't have the link, there you go. Okay, I just went over to it now. There's a bunch of different tools on CSS, fonts, all that stuff going down the sides. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because this is where I found it. CSS color reference. Click on that link, and you go down. You see all these different shades. You can just copy the actual, the actual hex file. I like using the hex. So I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to do let's go with the brown here. Okay, copy, put that in, paste. Okay, and let's see, close, and then close bracket. Oh, looks like I did something wrong. One sec. Now, the neat thing about this is you can always go back and check your mistakes. There's a nifty tool here that I want to show you. As you can see, it's CSS examples. You can always just check this out. The code for this is always correct. I'm just looking out, see what I did wrong. Okay, maybe it's the color. I'm going to copy this color. And close. Okay, so I'm just kind of going through. There we go. Got my background color. Oh, I see where I messed up. I did not put the hyphen in between the background and the color. That's where I messed up. So, anyways, kind of like you can go back and forth between the two sites and kind of just troubleshoot, help yourself out with the w3schools.com /CS or sorry CSS. And kind of get your ideas from there. Now, from here, we're going to do heading 1. What I'd like you guys to do is change, if you have 2 headings, change both of those. You can center align those, make it kind of look more formal, right? Okay. Um, as far as going back, so we're going to start out with our heading, H1, right? Space. Then we do the equation bracket. And I did color. You can type in orange. You can change the color to any color that you want, as long as it's a basic color. You can even put in the hex files for the background colors. I've done that before. You can do text align to the center, okay, to make it kind of more outline-ish, as far as that goes. Okay. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to do the exact same thing for my heading 2 because I have resource there. So I'm going to type that in, heading 2, space, open bracket. I'm just going to enter the exact same format I got going on there. Okay, then I put in color. I'm going to make that one orange. Orange. Okay, enter. Oop, no. Now, remember, see how after the color there is that semicolon there. Okay, so make sure that you leave that there. I'm going to do the text line on the center of that, make it look more formal, at least in my opinion. Okay, space, center. Oop, I forgot to put my center in the orange area. I mean my space in the orange area. Okay, so there you have it. I changed my second one too. Okay, my essay prompt is there. Last thing, paragraphs. To pretty much change all your writing to make it one coherent whole. You can go over here, you can find the fonts on the right hand side, you can do font family, all that stuff. Use the examples to your advantage, okay? Coding is easy. You could just coding is the same throughout. You can copy and paste if you want. I'd like you guys to type it so then you know how to type it. But for today, to make it easier, if you'd like to do that, just to kind of start out, you can. But as far as that goes, there's paragraph, the P. I'm going to kind of go through it slowly, step by step here. Okay. So I just type my P. I open the bracket, right? And I hit enter. Just enter. The other bracket appears. Okay. Then what I do is I type in font family. Let me just Double check. Is there a hyphen? Yes, there is. Okay, font family. Family. Yep. Font hyphen family. Okay. Space. And then I have to use parentheses. Okay. I'm going to do times New Roman. Times New Roman. And go through like that. Okay. After that, I want to put in my size. So you have to do font size, right? Yep. Font size. Again, my suggestion, since you're doing this the first time, you can always just double check your your typing with the example. You can even go into the example itself and where it says try it yourself, and they have a little thing similar to our HTML editing. Okay, I just want to show you the example because I think it's pretty cool, and you can just kind of change that and go into your example that way. Okay, so just to make it easier, you could do that too. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's do 20. PX standing for pixels. I can even go back and do 200. Wouldn't matter. See if it shows up, huh? Yeah, see how huge it's getting? So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do 30. Make it kind of pop out a little bit bigger. There. I don't know. 25. 25. PX. Okay, so it kind of pops a little bit. Easy to read, all that kind of stuff. All right, so essentially, that's pretty much it. That's how you can change your body. Your headings, heading 1, heading 2. If you have heading 3, awesome. Go ahead and do that. Your paragraphs, that does change the size of all your paragraphs, okay? So just be mindful of that. I do technically have 2 paragraphs here because I started up underneath this picture of Shakespeare with this find significant detail in your novel, right? The stuff that I found from Tracy's list of 10 novel essay prompts. Okay, but it did also change that area too, where I quoted her, or where I put my resource in. Okay, because I do later on in my code, I do have another paragraph in there. Okay, so just keep that in mind as far as that goes. That pretty much finishes up for today. The style box. Now, what I'd like you to tell me is what kind of CSS coding is it? There are 3 different methods of inserting. So what kind of method did we just complete? That'll be your exit ticket then. Okay. Good luck. Until next time.